Hey everybody, my name is Wifies, and today in this video I'm going to be showcasing some AFK pool designs. If you don't know what an AFK pool is, then it is basically a pool where you revolve around in a perpetual motion, which allows you to not be kicked from servers while you are AFK. So I'm going to be showcasing 9 designs, 5 will be useful and practical, and 4 will be a cool way to decorate up your pool. But without further ado, let's get into number 1, and if you enjoy this kind of content, then let's be sure to aim for 3 likes on this video, and I will see you soon. In the first one. Now. Yeah. So, number 1 is going to be the standard design. If you are definitely a noob to AFK pools, and you were clicked on this video for whatever reason, thank you. This is the standard design. It is pretty simple to make, and if you give me enough time, I will revolve full circle around this block. I like the prismarine template. It looks kind of basic, but it definitely adds some flair to my design. And all you gotta do to take this in, I will grab a water bucket and a regular bucket. And you can see, all you gotta do is place a water source block right up top there and 2 signs right next to it. And the water will go all the way around and make a little nice infinite loop. So, that being said, let's move on to the next design. This next design is an odd one indeed. I don't want to break it, but so I will attempt at the end of the video, but this is a 2x4x3. Instead of, this doesn't look like a 3 because this wall is jutting out, and I know that. But I think we can break these signs. Maybe, I don't want to break it. But you can see if we hop into this AFK pool and we stand in it, we teeter really close to the edge, but we manage to stay inside because we're awesome. And I just broke it. No biggie. So that is the design. It is pretty cool. If we break these signs, yeah, not a good idea. And we broke it. Let's move on. Needless to say, you shouldn't use this design. I just wanted to include it. Anyway, the next design is the smallest design that was made before 1.13 introduced, and this is the smallest AFK fish pool. AFK pool that I have ever seen before 1.13 again. Just to be clear, you don't need a fence below all here. All you need, instead of this fence, if you like, you can have a 2-block high pillar, but fence only takes up 1 block. This works just as well, as long as you can't get over it. Never mind. This design works. All you need is water, a fence post, and a fence, and that is the entire design. This design is pretty useful, and if you want one that is cheap, I suggest you take a look at the last one of the 5. Let's move on. This next design is 1x2x3. Definitely a design to be reckoned with. It utilizes the concept of waterlogging stairs and turns this into this. We can walk into the pool and we start bouncing. This is the smallest one that I could think of until I had my genius and came up with design number 5. You will see right now. But this design isn't hard to build. Just place water on this stair and water on this fence. The final design for this video of useful ones, and then we're going to move on to cool designs, which you can see over there, is going to be the 1x1x1. I don't think there's an explanation needed for this. I'll see you in the next clip. So, starting off the build part of this, is going to be this little medieval design. This is the palette that I used. It mainly includes stone bricks, a bit of dark prismarine, and a little touch of sea lantern. I think the sea lantern complements the stone bricks very well, and so does the dark prismarine. The build just fits together kind of nicely and has a sweet medieval little, I was going to say ring, look to it. We have a little phantom up top, and I'm getting a little creative with these little slab designs. And of course, you don't have to copy me. This is just a style, and it is showcasing the original design. But this is just a style of building. You don't have to copy this. It is just the medieval that I wanted to showcase. Let's move on. The next design, guys, has a much bigger block palette than before, if you haven't noticed, but it's a bit of an 8-block palette. We got this cool little natural landscape. Sorry for the pause. We are rocking some of that podzol grass path, which I did not showcase down here. I'm sorry about that. Grass path block, coarse dirt, and glowstone covered up by these cool little oak trap doors, which I think really complement the landscape. Some acacia buttons are also in play, as well as some reeds with strings so they don't grow higher than they currently are. I got a nice little flower for the centerpiece and a cool little custom tree made out of stairs and slabs and leaves and fence posts. I think this design is really cute, but I am not good at building, so I am sorry if this is bad. But another cool thing that I want to show, if you don't want to have too obvious lighting, a little cool way is to cover your lamps like that, and it looks quite swell. Let's move on to the next design. You can see the final design in the background, but I do not even care. The palette for this is not much smaller than the previous one. We are rocking some of that stripped log, sandstone, birch, the acacia trapdoor, which I think goes really nicely, the birch trapdoor, one piece of orange concrete, and some leaves. I think the leaves really add the abandoned kind of feel and or the old kind of feel. The trapdoors, maybe there are too many. I just went kind of trapdoor happy. We do have some birch pressure plates. That is pretty cool. But I think the trapdoors really complement the whole build style, and the little torch holders just add something to this little pillar followed with leaves on top of it. It just looks really nice, and I like the way I can use stones. I can use slabs up here. Let's put another trapdoor. I think this looks pretty cool, but let's move on to the final design. So I hope that you learned on some ways to use your AFK pools that make it look nicer. But in case you have a nether room, or you have a plugin that allows you to put water in the nether, because I'm sure we all know that is impossible. But the final design includes a variety of blocks you can see down here. And I really like this design because of a few things. No, three key things that I want to point out. Before that though, this is a texture pack. This is nether brick. First of all, the first thing I want to point out is the diversity of blocks. There is some nether wart blocks, some red nether brick blocks, quartz ore, and soul sand with this cool little nether wart on top. It just adds a bunch of life to the design, which is in the nether. The second thing I want to point out is this little cool thing you can do. All you gotta do is scatter some random stairs, and you can get creative and create some really cool designs. And finally, the acacia trapdoors I think fit in extremely well with this build and complement it, placing them on the ground, or it kind of looks like little cell windows. I really like the way this fits in, but this is again just the standard AFK pool. And that is all the designs I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any ideas for another video, then comment them down below. But my name is Wifies, guys, and I will see you next time. See you in the end card. And thank you if you've made it this far. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. We got a cool, helpful visual on screen, and you can hit the top left icon to subscribe, or hit the top right to see another video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.